What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to uninstall a camshaft on a 6.0. This is a LS 6.0. It's a truck motor, and basically, like I said, what we're gonna do is to uninstall the cam, because I'm gonna do a cam upgrade. I'm also gonna do upgrade the heads and the intake as well on this motor. This motor is a stock 6.0, and this motor is for sale as well. Now, before I jump into the video and you know let you guys know how this whole cam swap thing works, let's chat a little bit about this motor and the reason. Like I said, I'm not selling it for dirt cheap. As you can see here, it has the ECU. I have the fuse box as well, and everything's on this motor. This motor is a turnkey motor. um, it's got low miles on it. It's got less than 100,000 miles on it. Turnkey. Now, a lot of people say, they can go to the junkyard. They can go to the junkyard. They can buy a 6.0 out of the junkyard. Yes, you can. But when you go to the junkyard and you buy a 6.0, you pay dirt cheap for it. But the first thing, you don't even know if the motor's any good, because the vehicle doesn't have gasoline in it. There's no battery. You can't start it. You don't even know if it's any good. It could be blown. Anything. Um, Second of all, if you buy it from the junkyard, you're gonna get it for cheap. Yeah, but you're gonna pay for each and everything that you need for the motor. Okay, this motor is turnkey. It has an intake. It has heads, fuel rails, injectors, coil packs, the computer, transmission as well. Transmission is there, 4L80E. Um, Everything works fine, no issues with it. Throttle body, drive-by cable, everything that you need, alternator, starter, everything that you need. I threw a set of headers on here. So anyway, you won't see those if it's totally stopped. Anyway, but like I said, everything that you need, you're gonna pay for it at the junkyard. Most people, when they go buy them at the junkyard, they just get the block. They have no transmission. They have nothing. They had to buy everything that you need to run it. Like I said, this motor's turnkey. So moving right along though. If anybody has any questions about how much the motor is costing, how much I want for it, just send me a message to my Instagram or either drop a comment. My Instagram is caprice_classic19806. So anyway, where we gonna start at? Like I said, these coil packs, they all have to come off. As you can see, the bolts right there. You have about, I think, 4 or 5 of those on both sides. So that's gonna pull all of the coil packs off. Once you get those off, you do that on both sides. Then you can go ahead and pop these bolts out right here, and those right there are going to take off the valve covers, and that way you can get those off. And that's the same thing on both sides. And once you of course, these headers will have to come off. A stock engine probably will have manifolds on it, depending on where you get it from. If you get it from the junkyard, it won't even have those on it. Like I said, everything that comes with the motor has to be bought when you get them out the junkyard. Like I said, this does have the computer with it. So this motor is a turnkey motor. This motor can drop in any vehicle and get wired up, and that vehicle can be driven. Alright, so once you do that on both sides and get those cylinder heads off, you also going to have to wait. You don't even have to take the cylinder heads off, but you're going to take the push rods out, and you're going to take the push rods out. You're going to take now you're going to take the push rods out. I got to look at it once I pull it off to kind of tell you if you need to take off the rockers and all of that or not. But anyway, then when you come right on around to the front side here, coming right on around to the front. Now, this pulley right here, you're gonna need a puller to pull that off. but you're gonna have to take that off. It's a real easy job to do if you got the right tools to do it. That pulley has to come off. Then you're gonna see this cover right here, and those holes right there, that's where the water pump sits at. You're gonna pull that front cover off. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think that's it. And maybe some behind that cover, I'm not sure, but you got 6 bolts that I can see. And then that cover comes off. Now once that cover comes off, you basically want to slide in some lifter restraints if you have any. Some people use like an oil dipstick, but you're gonna need some on both sides. You're gonna need something on both sides, or the lifters will fall down in there. Or you can just take the lifters out if you don't have anything to hold them up. But you will need something to hold the lifters up. Once you got those lifters secured, you can go ahead and start. Hold on, let me back up a little bit. Timing chain. You're gonna want to mark it and make sure that the timing is right where it is when you put it back together. So make sure you mark the timing chain where it is before you uninstall it. Very important, or the motor will not run right, or it may not run at all. And then take that timing chain off, and then the cam is ready to come out. Go ahead and slide that cam on out. And then when you want to insert the new cam, of course you're going to want to use some assembly lube and lube it up really good. And go ahead and start inserting the cam slowly. And when you're uninstalling the old cam is really sharp, so be very careful when uninstalling that old cam. And then when you're putting a new one in, be careful as well. That cam is not as sharp as the old one, the stock one. But be very careful putting it in. Lube the whole cam up. Put it in as slow as you can. And then once it's inside, give it a couple of turns. Let the assembly lube get to like turning around a little bit. Let it roll against those lifters. You're gonna pull out those lifter restraints, and then you're gonna go ahead and start reassembling. You're gonna want to go ahead and put the timing chain back in. Then it's gonna be a little gasket at the top. Go ahead and put that back in. That's reusable. Then you're gonna want to start assembling the head back together, putting the push rods and everything in, and get the coil packs and everything back on there, and then making sure I ain't leaving out nothing. You should be good to go. You should be ready to go ahead and get the water pump and everything back on. Once you get that water pump and everything back on, you should be good to go. You should be ready to fire that thing up and let it run. If anybody got any questions, drop a comment down below. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Make sure you like and share this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Y'all stay tuned for more videos to come. Turnkey motor, as like I told y'all. Alternator there. Everything is there. And the prices are going up on these. I talked to a guy the other day, said he got 6 of them. He want $3,000 just for the motor and $1,000 for the transmission. So I'm telling you, mines are cheaper than that. Y'all get with me. I got 5 3s, I got 6 O's, I got 6 2s, I got 1 LT4, 19,000 miles on that LT4. Y'all get with me if y'all looking for some LS motors, some LT motors.